It's finally time to meet up with everyone! Paimon even dreamt of making the film last... If Paimon... Ayaka! Yoimiya! You're already...
Good morning. Xavier said yesterday afternoon went well.
Yeah! And how about you, Ayaka?
After we split up, Ayato went to see Udex Nervillette at the... I was originally thinking of going with him, but he said he could manage it himself. So I rode the aquabus with Yoimiya and visited the opera house on Aranias Island.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there. 2 mechanical puppets that were dancing together. You've already seen them, right? Yeah, those two. Amazing, aren't they?
We sat and watched for quite a while. It was mesmerizing. Like we could keep watching them forever.
Oh, it was the same for us the first time we saw them, too!
Afterwards, we went swimming at the beach. Well, diving, to be exact. It was the first time I ever breathed underwater. I held Ayaka's hand and we counted down together. 3, 2, 1, and then splash! We were beneath the waves. At first, I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer, I decided to take a big breath in. Turns out the water wasn't as salty as I imagined. Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling. Ayaka said I was too nervous and needed to loosen my grip. She got used to everything way faster than I did.
I knew that the Traveler could do it, so I had no doubt we could do it too. That helped me feel at ease as soon as we dove in. The underwater world in Fontaine truly is beautiful. I love seeing the romaritime flowers blossoming underwater.
Yeah, and there were so many creatures that we've never seen any, like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call when they see people.
Oh, you mean Hunter's Rays and Blubber Beasts!
I just love the name Blubber Beast.
Yoimiya was down there for quite a while. It was dark before we finally rode the aquabus.
Yeah, even I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get up. But as soon as I woke up today,
Speaking of the film...
My brother and Xavier were speaking to the restaurant owner about using the place. As for the others, we're here.
Please excuse my tardiness. I just finished the special patrols.
Wait, 6 miles?
I'm so tired. I heard you all chatting, so I... Good morning, everyone. Morning. Can someone fetch me a cup of coffee? Sure. I'd be... No, you can't go anywhere. Please.
I can get the coffee. It's the perfect job for...
So much energy. Seriously.
Oh, Yoimiya's always like that. But you sure look exhausted.
Of course not. I spent the whole night reading the novel from cover to cover, marking sections that either need to be omitted.
Wow. Paimon didn't...
Well, I was the biggest star. I went all out when I was acting as an archive.
Here's your coffee, Director Farina.
Oh, thank you. The sound of being called...
Ah, it seems everyone has managed...
We've reached an agreement with the restaurant owner. We are free to use the second floor to shoot.
Really? That's great!
He is really looking forward to our film, and hopes that provide...
Well then, Mr. Xavier, I'll leave.
Okay, thanks. First, I'd like to introduce our new members. This is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in charge of all... And this is Bono, our lighting technician. He'll be...
Wow. Sure feel...
First of all, please allow me to... When my investor informed me I had no idea that I'd find so many people willing to help me.
No need to be so cordial, Mr. Xavier.
Your works made a profound impression on me when I saw... I am sure that someday, this...
Yes, the story is the reason...
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to everyone. This is not just my film. So, without further ado... You may take it from here, Director Farina.
All right. Listen up. The first scene takes place when the two young musketeers are living at the Baron's home.
Whoa. Seems Farina...
Is everyone clear? I don't want anyone traipsing around the set like, all right. Cameras will start rolling as soon as... Not the kind of waves that drown people.
Seems like she's still a bit traumatized by that. Anyway, let's go see if there's anything we can do to help.
How about here? You got it.
Hey, Yoimiya, do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine. You know, doing the lighting is kind of like design. I heard that the Traveler will be operating the camera and Paimon will be the clapper loader, right?
Really? Is that because it'll be...
Well, sure. I just think that after all your journeys together, you two must have developed a super close bond. And oh, I see. It's a...
Yoimiya, we need lights over there to...
Oh, on it! I've got to get back to work. Chat with you later. Oh, it's exciting.
Seems like Yoimiya's really getting into it. But she was right. We...
Ayaka has mentioned you to me before.
No talking. I'm thinking about how to do your eyeshadow
Ah, yes. To help me really look.
to achieve a more young and naive look for this.
Are you saying the wrinkles around my eyes are too...
You just have too much of a calculator.
You sure don't mince your words.
Quiet.
So, this is a real...
No, it's just a prop weapon.
Not bad. Have you seen a real musket before?
Only in books and newspapers. I made this one based on the relative shape and proportions. When we're filming, some special gunpowder will be applied around the muzzle,
Which means it'll be up to the actors to portray...
That's right.
Thank you, Veronique. I think I know where to... However, the musket's gears and firing pin could still use some work. Also, be sure to rub the muskets with some oil...
Good point.
You seem to know a lot, Miss Chevres.
Yes, I perform routine maintenance on my weapons every day. Just like we as people...
I also perform similar care for my sword every...
Yes. This way, our weapons will never betray...
Yes, well said.
Oh, sounds like they found a common name.
Though these props differ from the muskets I use, I can still give you some pointers.
Good. I look forward...
First and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone, regardless of whether it's a real or prop weapon or...
Okay, understand.
When aiming the musket, extend your arm so that it's level with your shoulder.
Like this?
Not bad. Now, try saying your lines.
This is the end of the road for you.
Good. Now turn your body a little. That way, this is the end of the road for you.
Huh. Excuse me, Miss Chiori. Director Farina, there's something I wish to discuss with you.
Oh? What is it?
Like this?
Yes, much.
What do you think?
I do...
I believe it would be most fitting.
Well, if you insist. Miss Ayaka! Miss Chevre...
Huh? What's going on? Are we gonna step...
Let's go see.
What is it?
I have a question for you, Miss Chevres. Would you be willing...
What?
To clarify, I would like to turn over my role to Miss Chevres.
But brother...
Don't worry, Ayaka. I actually view this as a good thing. I was becoming troubled trying to set aside some time to speak to the staff at the Palais Mermonia. I would like to have some Now, I will be able to focus on my work.
From a director's point of view, I also felt like the older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character. But this causes his character to overshadow that of his sister. But if we were to change the siblings to two... Also, I've seen you instructing Ayaka.
Of course. Even with all these...
Chevros mentioned that she really likes the story, right? Paimon bets that she'll take the role.
All right, I'll take the...
Good. It's decided then. We'll also need to make some... I have a...
You're doing a great favor for...
Don't mention it. I like this character, so if anything...
Well,
Since my brother is the one who brought... Let's go, Miss Chevres.
Please, just call me Chevres.
Seems like you're really going out of your way to solve the problem.
Surely you jest, Chiori. I assure you that I was most...
Oh, come on. You really think I'd buy that? According to what I've heard from Ayaka, her brother is someone who can juggle 10...
Perhaps. Ayaka always said she wanted to go out and see more of the world, just like But I feel that she needs not only to see other nations, but also to make some different kinds of friends.
Alright, go on. Spoil her.
Ayato! It's too bad you're stepping down from the role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
No need to poke fun at me.
It's a little hard for Paimon to imagine you...
Yes, I've made an appointment to meet some people from...
Traveler, get the camera ready. Paimon.
Go on now.
Yep, don't worry.
Thank you.
All right. Now that we're all here, the first scene takes place when our two main characters, Chevres, will be playing the role of the older sister, Tulip, and Ayaka. Silence on the set! Lights, camera, action!
Let's go!
Tulip, Mother's been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know...
Iris, Tulip! I'm home!
Mother! You were out for so long, we were beginning to worry about you.
I'm sorry, but I'm back now, safe and sound.
Mother, what are those bruises on your hand?
Huh? What bruises? Oh,
But I didn't notice them this morning.
then perhaps they're from when I asked. By the way, did you have fun playing at home? What's the matter, Iris?
Well, we've realized that...
They even took Iris's doll and...
And they even called us names.
Shh. It's all right. Don't worry. Girls, listen to me. It doesn't matter what anyone says. Don't listen to... You both have wonderful lives ahead of you. Just like your name. Maybe your time to blossom hasn't quite... Don't let the soil you're in now ruin your future beauty. Understand?
And cut! Not bad. The actor's emotions were also... If our clapper loader could avoid shouting at the start of the scene next...
Oh,
Great. I felt fine. The lines weren't too difficult.
You two were great. I couldn't tell it was your first time.
Thank you for your encouragement. Positions, everyone! We'll move on to the next scene after we try a few more camera angles. This scene is when our two characters return home, only to discover their mother has been murdered. Mother, we're back! Mother? What's...
Iris, stay away!
Huh? Why? Mother! Mother... She's...
There's poison in this cup.
Huh? I could have sworn I've seen...
Those aristocrats. They didn't even try to... Iris, we need to leave.
Leave? But now that Mother is...
Anywhere. All I know is that we can't stay in this house. We'll have our revenge, I promise you. Just not right now. Come on, let's go.
No, wait. We can't just leave Mother here like this. At least let me leave this rose with her. That's why we went out in the first place.
All right. Goodbye, Mother. We'll avenge you. Someday.
And beautiful! Great performance! Oh my, you're so amazing,
Ayaka! And were those real?
I was surprised too.
Thank you for the kind compliments. Actually, as soon as Director Farina said action, I told myself not to. It's quite similar to practicing the art of the sword. You clear your mind.
Ayaka's performance was amazing. Have I discovered an acting prod? Pipe down, everyone! We need to move.
Are we done already? How do you feel, Traveler? Is your arm sore from holding the camera all day?
Good work, you two.
You too, Shivers. You were quite the actress today.
I've read this novel many times before. I have a good... Anyway, do you remember...
Oh, right! We were having so much... You have a case where the murders seem really similar to the cases in the novel, right?
In the story, the main characters grow up to become two musketeers, always using their guns to carry out their revenge. And on each of the victims, they place a rainbow rose as a signal that they've returned. Yes, that's correct. We found rainbow roses just like in the novel. Seems like you're connecting the dots now.
Oh, that does sound pretty concerning. Especially after seeing the script today. What do you think, Traveler?
Good. On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, there's no time to lose. We should start investigating.
Huh? Right now? Well, we just got...
The most valuable intel always comes after nightfall. They are like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea. That's how one of my favorite books always...
So, where are we going right now?
Let...
Welcome to LeChaux's Clockwork Workshop. How can I help you?
Hello. I'd like to know if anyone has purchased some special components lately.
Special components?
I mean the kind of components that aren't typically used for clockwork toys, but for firearms.
Huh? For firearms?
Don't misunderstand. I'm not here to cause any trouble. We are
Well, to be completely honest, I'm not even sure what kind of...
Has anyone ever purchased components here as an individual, rather?
We have a lot of customers who buy toys, but those who buy components are all regular customers who buy in bulk.
Is that so?
You're welcome. It's the least...
Oh, hey, Chevris. Run out of oil?
Hello, Estelle. I want to know if anyone has come to your
Oh, is this another case? I don't think so. Some people have requested that I make some prop guns for the Fontanelia Film Festival, but I refused all of those requests.
Oh? Why's that?
Because there's no profit! I only make things here that can do some real heavy lifting.
Then has anybody come
Well, I usually sell off my scrap to the Fleuve Cendre.
I understand.
Don't mention it. Always.
Seems like we haven't found any leads to...
Yeah, unfortunately.
Huh? Are you sure? People might not be so thrilled.
You think so?
Huh?
That I grew up in Fleuve Cendre.
What's all this? Some broken
Yes, but have a closer look. Even though somebody has purposefully tried to clean them up. In other words, someone was here trying to improve them.
Could it have been...
Your guess is as good as mine. Although many people at Fleuve Cendre own guns. Anyway, let's go. I'd like to ask some questions.
I don't know anything.
Don't worry, I'm not here to...
You say that now.
It's the truth. Here, take this as...
Wait, did Paimon just see what she thinks she saw? Is the captain of the special patrol bribing us?
Seems you're different from the other guard. What do you want to know?
Have you heard anything related to muskets in Fleuve Saint?
Muskets, huh?
Were they gunshots?
Possibly. It's hard. Someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding,
Do you know where the noises were coming from?
I don't remember
Is it that you don't remember, or that you need to think of...
You tell me.
Then please.
She's giving her even more Mora!
The noises came from the end of the Southern Waterway. I came out and had a look for myself when I wasn't sleeping well. That's all I know.
All right.
Thanks for the pat de fruits.
No need to be surprised. I grew up here, remember? I know how to get people. Seems you catch on pretty quick. Now then. It's been a while, Tetro.
Please, just get on.
I want to know if you've heard anybody talking about...
Information isn't free, you know.
I've heard that bandits have been extremely active in the...
You're still as help. One of our men got drunk at dinner about a month ago and lost his gun. 3 days later, it turned up in the corner here.
What's weird about that? He just forgot where he put it, right?
This is Fleuve Saint, my friend. Anything of value left in the tavern won't ever make it to the next day. But that gun turned out to be an exception. It didn't get any new wear and tear on it, and didn't even appear to have been fired. We were quite mystified as to what could have happened.
I suspect it came back because the weapon was already known to the guards.
You mean, a criminal was afraid the Marsh...
I didn't say anything about a criminal.
In Fleuve Saint, knowing who was killed is as easy as knowing what clothes you're wearing. It's the guy living in the east side, isn't it?
So, who was the one who
Don't bother. Even if you ask, he wouldn't...
He's right.
I know you grew up here, Chevres. Even though you're on good terms with the Spina, you've still been gone too long. Not many people...
I know.
So take my advice and don't show your face.
I'll come and go as I please. And I'm afraid I'll be appearing more often due to my...
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Seems like that's all we'll be able to...
Paimon feels like we managed to...
Yes. Assuming that everything we... A month ago, our suspect found a gun. In the following weeks, he used some parts. Then, a few days ago, he found his...
That all makes sense.
The deceased was a resident of Fleuve Saint. It said that he was a poor, solitary man. Yeah, that's... If we are indeed following the novel, and there's a story behind the murder, then he was no saint, but no one's heard of a rival who hated him enough to... What message is the killer trying to convey? And to whom? We've thoroughly investigated that pup. He claims to have spent the whole day at the Opera House on the day of the murder, and the staff that...
Okay, so he...
Not only that, he lacks a credible motive as well. He has a family of his own, and both of his parents are still alive. I've looked into his records. In the story, the mother of the two musketeers was murdered after the children turned 10. More importantly, I've also had a chat with him and...
Then, what should we do now?
Investigations take time. I didn't expect it. How about this? Let's spend the next few days filming with the crew. We can continue the investigation.
Wait, but weren't you saying intel is like...
But the book had more than one...
Oh?
As long as you spend enough time sailing through the fog, you'll eventually... What? Never thought that the captain of the security and... Honestly, I'm pretty shocked, but... As long as you... If you look at it another way... My skills like how to barter... Of course, I'd